We all saw the lapses from that first game against South Africa. We're talking about the midfield and all that. Now we saw the changes Randy Waldrum made in the second game and the third game, and it provided the result. We saw Rasheedat Ajibade, stepped up, played in a natural position, got some goals, got some assists. Yeah, and we saw the result, and she's been included in the team of the group stage so far. Rasheedat Ajibade and the defender Ohali that played alongside Onome Ebi. What are the changes for you? What changed in these next two games we played after that defeat to South Africa? Let's just talk about the game now.
Okay, so first off, I think the coach realized that I remember having a chat with Amaju, and I said, I know your will, you go and shout on this guy, but don't. Just let him understand that probably the selection was wrong, because if you put him under too much pressure and we lose this game again, out of the tournament. So let's find a way to manage our crisis and be able to get out of it. When you look at the selection in the first game, let me even try to draw out the board of the selection for easy conversation around it. When you look at the selection for the first game, it was just clear that we put the wrong, put square pegs in round holes, and it affected the outcome of the result. It's not like I'm not shitting on South Africa here. South Africa came to this tournament good, okay? But South Africa was a one-way train that is easy to shut down. If I'm coaching against South Africa, I'll easily shut South Africa down, because if you can keep Tambe Katlana down, every other player is struggling because they get the ball. Their transition from defense to midfield is beautiful. Give South Africa credit, because Rafilio Jane and Linda Motello was doing very good job in that midfield, and then Bambani, whatever her name is Umbani, and the other one Noko Matlu was also doing a good job in central defense, and their white players were also doing well. But the focus was so much on Tambi Kadlana, but who would have a Messi in their team and not put focus on them. So she's like the Messi of the team. It also made Jermaine, what's her other name now? It's hard to pronounce. That Jermaine Gedegeda wears number 12 for South Africa. Very, very isolated and easy to knock at. If you notice, all of the duels, all of the passes that went to her on the maybe was able to stuff it out, because she was sometimes a lot more time very flat-footed. But it was Katlana that put everybody under pressure. Michelle gave Michelle that yellow card that she picked up, put everybody under pressure the way she did. Having said that, if you look at our team, we have a midfield that have Rasheedat Ajibade in that squad in midfield. How do you play Rasheedat Ajibade in midfield? And then we have Onumono, the lady that scored in the second game, playing wide left, when she's a real center forward, a Emilio Eski or Rashid Yakini or Anosime. So you shunt her wide, you now reduce the potency of the player, because when she gets the ball, normally a natural instinct is I get the ball and I'm true to goal. But right now she's getting the ball, she's trying to look out for Asisa Toshola or Tony Payne, and then Asisa Toshola, you can't fault her, but she was a tad bit slow. I don't know, maybe it's a combination that didn't work well, but she was a tad bit slow in that game. So all of that already put the team in a very maybe slow position. And you know how our midfield, because we didn't have ball players in the midfield, it was not very straightforward. Get the ball and patch it forward. Get the ball, patch it forward. There was no game plan of saying let's get the ball and do the smooth transition, find the pocket of spaces behind the lines of the opposition defense. But when we played against Botswana, it was a different one, because against Botswana the coach actually played a 4-1-4-1 formation. What's different from the 4-3-3 that we played against South Africa? And this time again, Onome and Osinachi Ohale were fantastic at the back, but then you see that the fullbacks were changed because one of the players got injured. Then Francisca Odega came in. She was full of running, full of life. She was full of dribbles. Rita Chikwelu, marching in a number 10 position, and then you get Ngozi Okobi doing her thing, and then you shunted Rasheedat Ajibade wide to join the attack, just the same way you do with Francisca Odega. But then you put Ifeoma Onumonu in her right position. Guess what? She delivered. Because she's playing in the right position, she knows what to do. When the ball, that through pass that was threaded through the eye of the needle that found her, she delivered. And then we won that game. Some other player came off the bench to come and score the second goal.
Christy Uchebe.
Good. Now, if you look at that selection, then you switch again. You go to the last game where we beat Botswana. Some people say, oh, Botswana is a easy fry. Anybody can beat that. And when people say those things, it really gets me mad. Anybody can beat them. We beat Satoma and Principal 10 goals to nothing. They are walkover. When we lose, it's because they are tired legs, old ladies. They are not good enough. When we win, you not tamper it down. You not say, oh, a journalist said, hey, is it 4-0 that we should be beating Botswana? The old Super Falcons would have beaten Botswana by 7, 8, 9 goals to nothing. Come on. You see that? Is there no stupidity in this conversation that you are having? We won. We scored the most goals in the group. And then you look at the game again, we return back to our 4-3-3 formation. And this is what I like about the coach. The coach have the ability to switch his team depending on the opposition. It tells me that he studies the opposition. We brought in a different set of players. In 3 games, we've played more players than any other team in this tournament.
Yeah.
Uchenna Kalu was there to start, scored 2 goals for good measures. Ifeoma Onumonu was there. She didn't score, but it was good measures as well. Rashida Ajibade also was there to score that penalty. People say penalty is easy goal. I don't know, but so many people have missed penalty that have cost their team success. And then Peace, came into the side. She's not played in the tournament so far, but she came into the side and put in that goal. Ngozi Okobi again, and Christy Uchebi was also there in midfield to give us what we need. Okobi didn't play in this. The other lady who was in the previous game didn't play this game, but we had a very good team. Now we have the Payne sister, Nicole Payne, Anthony Payne, flanking Onamebi and Osinachi Ohale. You see the coach has evolved. We've had 2 goalkeepers play in this tournament because Chiamaka, the first game was 7, a yellow card suspension. And then, putting a team the way they should set up. Now the coach I've had to see a 4-3-3 with wrongly placed players in the first game lose the game. He played a 4-1-4-1, the same system that Senegal used very well under Bruno Metsu, and it worked for them. Bolton Wanderers also used it back in the day under Sam Allardyce. It worked well for them, and it's come back again to a 4-3-3. Meaning that in the course of the next game against Cameroon and subsequent games that will play when we qualify, we could evolve as the game progresses, which is also very good. We might not be swashbuckling as everybody expected, but if he continues like this and go on to win the trophy, I give him the respect that he deserves. I'm not saying that this is the best of coaches that I've seen with the Falcons. When you carry a coach this team, I love the team that I saw. When Florence Omagwemi coached this team, I also love the team that I saw. But everybody's not going to be that person, okay? Yeah. When Chelsea won the league title under Jose Mourinho, it was a different style of play, different system of play compared to when they won it under Antonio Conte and the rest of them. But the most important thing, they won the title. So we still have a chance to go win this title and defend it again. And then we've won this title 9 times. Okay, we're looking for the first coach that will fail. But we've also had 2 coaches that went to the tournament and didn't win it. And then the world did not come without crashing.
Hello. My name is Sumaira. I am from Pakistan and you are watching Better TV Radio. Please subscribe. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Abdullah Wali. I'm from Pakistan, the #1 country in the world in cricket. You're watching Better Sports TV Radio. Please subscribe.
You see, there is a subtle hatred. I don't want to use the word racism or prejudice here, but there's a subtle hatred for these foreign coaches from the Nigerian media. One, when you have a Nigerian coach, we easily manipulate and bend them to get access. When you have a foreign coach, they stand their ground on what they want. Now, we should also understand that a coach actually have the right to say, I want my team to play behind closed door because of concentration. Most time, the journalist goes and do beyond their job. You go there to do a job and then you go into the begging for jersey or, asking for food, asking for some extras. Sometimes those things are a distraction. And those distractions is what the coach is working against. We should accept that the coach have the right to say, look, I don't want XYZ people around my team. You might not, maybe the way he said it or the way the tone with which he came out might be offensive, but he has the right. We should also respect that right. Just the same way the coach have the right to select any players. It's just that when he goes wrong, we cannot analyze and say, the selection was wrong. But if that thing works, when, John Bonfrey, playing against South Africa and Morocco in the 2000 Nations Cup, decide to put Finidi George in midfield. Those Nigerians who never knew that Finidi George used to be a midfielder were surprised at the beginning. But we went on to win the game, and it was tactical genius. When he put Finidi George against South Africa on the right, and then put Tijani Bangala on the left, people thought it was crazy. but gave us the 2 fastest goal against Lucas Kadebe and McFish, and everybody was happy. So sometimes tactical adjustment can be good for you, and it can also be bad. Okay, nobody knew that Victor Moses can play as a wing back until playing under Antonio Conte. And then he played and he won the league title. The league title that he's got came out of that. So sometimes these tactics work well and then sometimes it doesn't work well. But let's be cool. Let's be cool with the coach and not just, hey, today, I can't wait. There are people, as I'm talking to you, there are people who can't wait for the team to be defeated so that they can have their last laugh. At whose expense? There are people who were saying they don't want Super Eagles to go to the World Cup so that they can prove that they are right, that Amaji is not good enough, that the coach, Iguavon that they brought in was not good enough. Well, we did not qualify now. We've lost all that money.
You are listening to Elegbete TV Radio.